Okay, just so you know, line 8B video, I went into 19 minutes into recording time, and I'm only allowed 15 minutes on YouTube, so I don't know if you got everything. But again, I'm just going to do a quick review for you. Any notes that I talk about in the video will be posted up on the blog. The blog address you want to go to is Victoria Stafford at psychicinvestigation.wordpress.com. Okay? And that'll bring it up, or you can just Google the title of the video and it'll bring up something that's close to it. I do add extra words to it, and on each post I've got the pictures. I've added a lot more data on the blog post, so it'll be pictures of stuff that I talk about in the video. There's the video itself, then the notes from the actual video. If you click on the info section of each video, you're going to find out all sorts of stuff there. And then what I do is I also add at the bottom, it's called notes. So all my notes and all my research is going to be online here for you to go to. And you can click on the links and take a look at everything yourself and see what you can do with the information that I provide for you to look at, okay? This is all mathematical equations and stuff, which I know nothing about. So I've put it up there. And it's a very long post, as you can see. So each of the videos are going to be quite lengthy. Some of them are short, some of them are long. Depends what comes up on that line, okay? Line 8 is so huge, I had to make 4 videos out of it. So there's line 6 with your maps. So I don't want to take too much time into this because it is quite lengthy. So now we're going to do... what am I going to do next? I'm lost here. Sorry, I think this is the one where we left off and I did the... Oh boy. Now I don't remember what I just did. Hold on. Yeah, okay, so this is the one I just did. I gotta... See, I have to make a note for myself. If I don't, I'll completely forget what I'm doing. So line 8B, part 54, and then we're going to go line 8C, part 55. Okay, sorry about that. Okay. So this is number 55. This is line 8 of the WOW signal from SETI. And this one's called line 8C, Maya Katun 2, December 21st, 2012, World Prophecy from Chilam Balam, Bruce Scofield. I mentioned Bruce Scofield because he's the one that did an article about the Maya Katun prophecies, and if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't know anything about this, so thank you very much, Bruce, for blogging this on your blog. And this is his blog here, www.oneread.com, articles, Katun. You gotta go check this out. There's so much information that he's done, and he's quite extensive in his work, and he's got a lot of really good stuff there for you. So I'm going to show you quickly on the left side all the data that came up, and then we'll go through my thoughts, okay? So this is the Maya Katun prophecies, and I'm just going to read the stuff that I highlighted here. What is popularly known as Mayan Calendar is what archaeologists, anthropologists, and archaeastronomers call the long count. The long count is a large segment of time, 1/5 of 26,000 year cycle of the precession of the equinoxes, with a definite starting and ending point. The period began on August 11th, 3114 BC, and it ends on December 21st, 2012. Okay, so the reason I brought that up is because the long count is what everybody's worried about. There's a lot of people saying that December 21st, 2012, the world's going to end because the Mayan calendar ends, okay? So this is the next section I highlight. The 256-year cycle of 13 Katuns, the short count, was clearly a Mayan prophecy cycle. Each of the 13 Katuns has a specific fate attached to it, and the Mayan believed that the occurrence or arrival of each Katun brought with it this fate. We know this from surviving records, including the various books of Chilam Balam, Jaguar priests, that were written after the Spanish conquest of Yucatan. So Chilam Balam was covered in the last video, showing you what area it's in, where it was found, and some nice pictures of some of the pyramids and stuff that these guys did. So these are all the different Katuns he's got listed. I'm not going to go over them. You'll have to go to the website to look at them. But number 2 is the one we want to look at because that's for 2012. Katun to Ahau. For half of the Katun there will be food. For half some misfortunes. This Katun brings the end of the word of God. It is a time of uniting for a cause. Notice it says the end of the word of God. It does not say the end of the world there. Okay? 2012. So when I read that, I was like, what the heck? You know, we're taught end of the world and it says word of God. So there it is. Number, Western years. He's got all the dates there for you. And then he says 2012 is in the Katun too. Okay? So we'll go back over here where I talk about the data and everything, okay, that I've written. So the equation is 2 divided by 411, which equals 0.0048661805 on line 8 of the WOW study signal, right? So January 6, 2012, 11:27 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. My thoughts. Google search from Capstone depicting the Tonsured Maize God residing in a well. Message about a hidden door into an area below where the earlier records written about the history of the Mayas can be found according to them. So they're basically saying you need to go and excavate this area to find some tunnels, which will give you some really cool stuff to look at. The search leads me to the mystery of 2012 in the Mayan Calendar prophecy, which is for Katun to Ahau, according to this scholar's notes that I found on this blog. The Mayan Calendar Prophecies by Bruce Scofield. Make sure you Google it. It's really interesting to read. It's really cool, actually. I loved it. So, there's the line to Ahau. 2012 comes up. And again, I already read the prophecy for that. Again, my next set of thoughts are January 6, 2012, 11:22 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is a time of uniting for a cause. My original question to the alien was, can we build a faster spaceship to travel to the Kepler Planetary Systems and explore the universe? The data coming back through meditation is in relation to rocket ship, spaceship jet propulsions, Maya mathematics, computer circuits, metals and materials used to build alien UFOs, and now information about the December 21st, 2012 end of the world prophecy. I keep saying the world needs to unite to make this project so that all of us can benefit from it and share the expense that it will cost. Not only will you put together the greatest minds on earth, you will also open the doors to the alien technology that you seek. During meditation, alien sounds, and Sofrago H videos, I'm doing this research to clear my mind and listen to what's being said to me. Okay, this is a quote from his site. Finally, the present long count creation epoch of the Maya comes to an end on December 21st, the winter solstice of 2012. What will the Katun that began this new era be like? The Maya regarded Katun to Ahau as half good and half bad, a time of uniting for a cause, but also as a Katun during which became the end of the Word of God. January 6, 2012, 11:33 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. My thoughts on this quote. We've been told by many that December 21st, 2012 is supposedly the end of the Maya calendar, and therefore the end of the world. Yet according to this, it means end of Word of God. Could this mean instead that the Antichrist 666 reign will begin? See Revelations in the Holy King James Bible for this prophecy. We know they have given us the cashless society. A one-world government is in the works. Our currency is being slowly reduced to one from many countries. Could it be that they are predicting this future, just as the Bible does in Nostradamus? Interesting idea, don't you think? Quote, the reason for this was that the previous Katun ended with the last day in the 260-day calendar. The day 13 Ahau, which gives its name to the Katun, see the diagram. The first day, therefore, of any given Katun always falls on the day Imix, which follows Ahau, and is usually considered to be the first of the 20-day signs. Because 20 is one factor of the Katun cycle, 20 times 360, each Katun always ends on a day with the same name in the 260-day calendar, though not on the same number. I thought that was interesting. That's from the www.oneread.com Katun. That's from his blog there. Okay. And we have some more of my thoughts over here. Okay. Again, I'm telling you about the 4 videos. I know this is going to be repetitious, but there's new people coming in every day to read this stuff, so I've got to make sure they know. Okay, January 14, 2012, 4:06 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, my thoughts. Because so much information came up for line 8, I have divided into separate parts 8A, 8B, 8C, and 8D. The names of the videos are Line A, Wow SETI, 6E2UJ5, Big Ear, Alien UFO, I found 19H27M, 51.31S Google Sky. Line 8B, Wow, Imichi, Katun, Maya City, Backhabs, the Chilam Balam books, Aliens, Kepler 22b. Line 8C, Maya Katun 2, December 21st, 2012, World Prophecy from Chilam Balam, Bruce Scofield. Line 8D, Mayan Calendar, 260 days, Kepler 22b, Earth's Twin, Orbit of Venus, Wow, Alien Message, Keith M. Hunter. My thoughts so far is January 14th, 4:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. When I read the different things for the Mayan calendar, I felt a sense of relief, and then I was kind of ticked off. Where on earth did you guys get the idea it was the end of the world? It doesn't say anything like that on here at all. From what I read so far, the Mayan looked forward to the end of the Mayan calendar cycle because it meant a new era was about to begin. Let's look back in history. We have the Dark Ages in the early 15th to 16th century, where wisdom and learning were pretty much frowned upon. In the 17th century, things loosen up a bit and people are allowed to write about thoughts and dreams and be called nut bars and crazy by their peers. At least being a heretic and being burned to the stake was no longer the custom for bringing up something entirely different. Can you imagine for a minute stating that the world was round instead of flat? You're called all sorts of nasty names, and then your life is threatened to death? Boy, times have changed, right? Not really. Even in our day and age, we have examples of great men with different ideas than many of us scoffed at. Going to the moon? Yeah, right. Really, are you serious? Then we did it. Making lightning, a piece of string, and a key create electricity. Yeah, right. Are you kidding me? This guy is cuckoo. What are they? This is what they said, and then we did it. Do you see my point? No matter how outlandish an idea might sound, it just might be the key to something bigger, better, and greater. I ask that you keep an open mind in all of these videos. Yes, there's loads of data explained and mentioned, and half of us don't have the foggiest idea what it has to do with anything. The main thing is this: you must look and ask, can I use this to make a faster spaceship? If the answer is possible, then I'm happy to report that my ideas aren't so cuckoo. Actually, none are my ideas. They all belong to the universe, and we all know it's smarter than all of us. It evolved the world around us, one we still cannot understand, which is why we try as humans and build big telescopes like the James Webb one, because we want to know the answers to life's questions. Wouldn't it be cool if these Maya aliens that fly around our universe in UFOs already know all the answers to all that we seek? And all we have to do is tap into their mind frame and pull out the data, analyze, and use it for something different than we already have. That's what you're supposed to do with all this data. Pull it out, piece it together, along with your new theories and old theories, and see what you can come up with. It's an alien challenge, I think. Seriously, they must get a kick out of some of our contraptions that we send out into outer space. Maybe they feel sorry for us when something fails. During my research, I found many, many human failures with experiments. But the silver lining is this: something else always gets invented from the failures. Now, I think that alone is really cool. Okay, so we're going to go on to the next video, line 8D.